This is the Board of Trustees regular meeting. It's September 10th, 2019 at 7:30 PM. This is meeting number 2019-16. Please take the roll.
President Barry?
Here.
Trustee Mallow?
Here.
Trustee Stalker?
Here.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Here.
Trustee Desmond will not be here tonight, and Trustee Phelan will not be here tonight, and Trustee Vorder.
Here.
We do have a quorum.
Thank you. Would everyone rise for the pledge, please? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you very much. We have no public comments this evening, I'm told. That's good. Item 4, conflict of interest disclosure. Does anyone have a conflict to disclose with any item on tonight's agenda? Hearing none, we're going to move on to item 5, promotion of Oaklawn Fire Department personnel. I'd like Fire Lieutenant Eric Horkavy to come up, please.
Orkavy.
Pardon me, Horkavy.
Another great night in Oak Lawn. Just raise your right hand. I, Eric Horkavy,
I, Eric Horkavy,
having been promoted
having been promoted
to the rank
to the rank
of Fire Lieutenant
of Fire Lieutenant
in the Village of Oak Lawn, County of Cook,
in the Village of Oak Lawn, County of Cook,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of Fire Lieutenant
of Fire Lieutenant
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. It's all official. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okey-doke.
Pleasure. Thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations. Best of luck. Thank you very much. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you.
Do you want to introduce your family? Let's-
I have my two daughters, Peyton and Sam, in the back. One more daughter in college in Alabama. So she's not here tonight, so. And that's what I got with me today.
That's very good. Congratulations. I'm going to move this chair over.
Thank you.
Okay, very good. Now, we also have Fire Engineer Todd Stanford, who's not able to be here today, but let's give him a round of applause on congratulations. Item 6 is swearing in of new Oaklawn Fire Department personnel. We have firefighter paramedic Colin Riley. No good place to put this chair. Congratulations. Welcome.
This is kind of a special night, not just for the village, but for my family, because my family were very close friends with the Rileys, and you couldn't find a finer, nice man, so heartfelt. You have a wonderful mom and dad, so remember that always. Do. Okay, just raise your right hand. I, Colin Riley,
I, Colin Riley,
having been appointed
having been appointed
to the position
to the position
of firefighter paramedic
of firefighter paramedic
in the Village of Oak Lawn, County of Cook,
in the Village of Oak Lawn, County of Cook,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of firefighter paramedic
of firefighter paramedic
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Thank you.
Yeah, there are plenty of paramedics.
Looks nice.
Thank you very much, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Colin,
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You get to introduce family now. I would like to thank my wife Katie, my daughters Tegan Shay, my mom and dad Terry and Nancy, my brother-in-law Pat, my brother and sister Megan and Brenda.
Once again, I'd like to thank the village manager, mayor, board of trustees, and Clerk Quinlan for allowing us to do this. Lieutenant Horkovy has served the village of Oak Lawn for many, many years, and he's been a stalwart in our stations, and he's going to do a great job as a lieutenant. Now, Colin Riley, on the other hand, is going to be outstanding. He came to us from Palos Heights. He's been a firefighter paramedic for 7 years already. This is a homecoming for him. He was raised in Oak Lawn. He went to St. Gerald's, and from what I understand, he's extremely happy to come home to Oak Lawn. So thank you.
have it. Yep.
New officers, come up and, yeah. Let's get a group shot. Thank you. One more round of applause, please. Family certainly doesn't have to stick around. We're not offended if you get up and walk out. We,
Take it easy.
yeah.
Congratulations.
Beautiful family.
Yep,
Thank you.
I'd rather you leave the look. They make more sense.
Item 7, a request to approve the Oak Lawn Hometown School District 123 World Vision 6K race to be held on Saturday, September 21st, 2019. May I have a motion on 7?
Motion approved.
Thank you. Trustee Oliniechek made that motion, seconded by Trustee Mallow. Any discussion? Let's call that vote, please.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you. Anyone from the school here? Okay. Item 8, a request to approve the Children's Museum in Oak Lawn Fall Fun Fest to be held on Sunday, September 29th, 2019. This is from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. May I have a motion on 8, please?
Motion approved.
Thank you. Trustee Oliniechek made that motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Trustee Mallow. Any discussion? Let's call that vote, please.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
9 is a request to approve the St. Linus Annual 5K Turkey Trot to be held on Saturday, November 16th, 2019. May I have a motion on 9, please?
Motion to approve.
Thank you. That's Trustee Stalker who made
I'll
that
second.
motion, seconded by Trustee Warder. Any discussion? Call the vote, please.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you. I have a proclamation for item 10. This is payroll week. Whereas the American Payroll Association, its more than 21,000 members, have launched a nationwide public awareness campaign that pays tribute to the more than 150 million people who work in the United States and the payroll professionals who support the American system by paying wages, reporting worker earnings, and withholding federal employment taxes. And whereas payroll professionals in the Village of Oak Lawn play a key role in maintaining the economic health of the Village of Oak Lawn, carrying out such diverse tasks as paying into unemployment insurance, providing information for child support enforcement, and carrying out tax withholding, reporting and depositing, whereas payroll departments collectively spend more than $2.2 trillion annually by complying with the myriad federal and state wage and tax laws, whereas payroll professionals play an increasingly important role in ensuring the economic security of American families by helping identify non-custodial parents and making sure they comply with their child support mandates. Whereas payroll professionals meet regularly with federal and state tax officials to discuss improving compliance with government procedures and how compliance can be achieved at less cost to both government and businesses. And whereas the week in which Labor Day falls has been proclaimed National Payroll Week. Now therefore, I, Dr. Sandra Berry, President of the Village of Oak Lawn, hereby give additional support to the efforts of the people who work in Oak Lawn, Illinois, and of the payroll profession by proclaiming the first week in September Payroll Week for the Village of Oak Lawn. Thank you. Do you need that signed?
Yeah.
Thank you. And then we have another proclamation. This is Constitution Week. Whereas it's the privilege and duty of American people to commemorate September 17th, 2019 as the 232nd anniversary of the drafting of the Constitution of the United States of America with appropriate ceremonies and activities, whereas Public Law 915 guarantees the issuing of a proclamation each year by the President of the United States of America designating September 17th, 2019 through September 23rd, 2019 as Constitution Week. Now therefore I, Sandra Berry, by virtue of the authority vested in me as mayor of the Village of Oak Lawn, do hereby proclaim the week of September 17th, 2019 through September 23rd, 2019 as Constitution Week, and I urge all citizens to study the Constitution and reflect on the privilege of being an American citizen with the rights and responsibilities which that privilege involves. In witness thereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the village to be affixed this 10th day of September in the year of our Lord, 2019. Thank you, Jane. Item 12, approval of the meeting minutes, executive session minutes, 2019-06, dated July 9th, 2019. May I have a motion on item 12? Thank you, trustee Oliniechek made that motion, seconded by
Second.
trustee Mallow. Thank you. Any discussion? Call that vote, please.
Trustee Mallow?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Approval of meeting minutes for the executive session minutes, 2019-07, dated July 24th, 2019. May I have a motion on
Motion
third?
approved.
Thank you. Trustee Oliniechek made that motion,
Second.
seconded by trustee Mallow. Any discussion? Call that vote, please.
Trustee Mallow?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Motion passes.
14, approval of meeting minutes, regular meeting minutes, 2019-15, dated August 13th, 2019. May I have a motion, please? on
Motion
14?
approved.
Trustee Oliniechek made the motion, seconded by
Second.
trustee Vorder. I'm going to pass it over that way. Any discussion? Call the vote, please.
Trustee Mallow?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
New business by village trustees. We're going to start District 2. Trustee Oliniechek.
I have no news to report.
Thank you. District 3.
I only have one thing, Mayor, and that's just a big thanks to the Village of Oak Lawn regarding Fallen to Green. Some of the staff, Lindsay Heilig and Steve Barrett, did a phenomenal job this weekend. I just wanted to recognize them, and the fire department and police department just controlling everything that happened during that time period was just phenomenal to see. And I would be remiss if I did not mention Neptune's Corps. I'd say teen winner, but there were some preteens in there.
They were
Phenomenal.
Elementary school, 13.
Phenomenal band, and just waiting for them to be on the main stage. So it would be amazing. So just amazing students, amazing listening to them do what they did. So
Thank you.
that's all I have.
Thank you. The Battle of the Bands, the competition is fierce, and they were amazing. I agree. District 4.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. I'd just like to echo Trustee Mallow's compliments on the fest. Probably one of the best that I've been to. And what's amazing about it is thousands of Oak Lawn residents, and I assume some people that would like to be Oak Lawn residents at that fest. And I don't believe there were any police incidents, right?
I saw none.
Thousands
Great.
of people. Everybody had a great time, and I did too. I was there every day. And as far as District 4 is concerned, our new project at 95th and Pulaski is moving forward at a rapid pace. Every day, there are numerous crews out there. I anticipate we'll be making some announcements shortly on any of the new businesses that are coming, and I'm looking forward to the development of that corner. It might be the most exciting thing that's happened in District 4, and I've lived there all my life. That's all I have, Mayor. Thanks.
Thank you. District 5.
Yeah, I just want to add my thanks to the Special Events Commission and the workers that put in all the time on the fest as well. I had a great time, and I really appreciate what they do. Also, in the addition to the St. Linus Turkey Trot on November 16th, this coming weekend, September 14th, St. Linus is having Hawktoberfest. It'll run from 4 p.m. till 11. There'll be food, drinks, and entertainment by HRS Incorporated and the walk-ins. If you've never been to a Hawktoberfest before, it's a great time. The band plays all night, and the people are social, and it's just fun. So please feel free to stop in, $10 in advance, $15 at the door. That's it.
Thank you. Very good. We're going to move on to village manager's report. Larry, this big screen dropped down behind us. I assume
Thank you, Mayor.
that's
And
something.
Board,
here.
Tom, you put the first slide up there. Apologize for the darkness and the lack of quality, but I'm the photographer. So this was taken last night, and it is facing southeast, and that is what was known for many decades as the Karis Professional Building. That was acquired and will become a restaurant and a Dunkin' facility. And you can see that construction is underway. On the far side of that remaining standing wall will be the new entrance to Patriot Station with a traffic signal, four-way traffic signal at 50th Court and 95th Street. And we expect construction on that roadway to commence within the next 2 weeks following the demolition. So everything is on target as far as the construction, with one exception, and that'll be the actual work that has to be done by Metra. And I've updated the board on that, and I know that you'll be speaking to our state senator, state representative, and members of Metra, encouraging them to move that project as swiftly as they can, just from a public safety standpoint. It's a wonderful, busy area. It's going to be outstanding. Okay, Tom. So, it's a little unusual, so bear with me.
Big group of people, Larry.
So that represents the entire Boston side of my wife's family. And they came, as you can see, and I'm glad to see a lot of young people in the audience. They traveled from Boston so they could spend time in the remaining days of their favorite aunt's life. She was an educator. She taught mathematics at Cambridge High and Latin in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Likes, if you remember the famous basketball player, some of you guys would know this one, who played for Georgetown University, Patrick Ewing. Patrick Ewing was one of her students at that high school. That was an urban high school, and she led the first charter school that was approved by the school board in Cambridge back in the early 1970s. And from there, she moved on and became an educator at Grand Valley University, Grand Valley State University in Western Michigan, and had the opportunity to tutor many students, and on the side also help them with their ACT scores and testing and preparing for ACT and doing it legally and proper. And all those nieces and grandnieces, probably more than nieces and nephews, have pledged to carry that legacy on, recognize the importance of education. And my wife would absolutely skewer me if I didn't come here tonight to thank the Village of Oak Lawn. I'm basically here to thank for the love, the warmth, the kindness and faith that men and women in this community on this day, each and every one of you, whether it's the hugs or just the encouragement, Lynn saw the warmth of this community. And when you're a village manager or city manager, my profession, you spend time in different communities, Massachusetts, New York, Florida, Michigan, and now Illinois, where I was born and raised. But Lynn's a Boston-strong Bostonian. But she loved Oak Lawn. Want to hit the next picture, Tom? Most of all, she was fortunate enough to have twin granddaughters. Now, you wouldn't recognize these two, but they appeared on the soap opera when they were 3 months old called Days of Our Lives. You may have seen them in a Whirlpool commercial with their mom holding them, or you may have seen them on some TV series.
Movie stars.
Early ages. Go on. And I like this picture the most. Lynn is on the right, and my brother's wife, Susie, is on the left. But why I show that is because if you come from Boston, you come from a seaport with many years of history, and you come from a beautiful skyline, or if you go to school like I did in New York City, obviously you have a wonderful skyline. But there's no skyline like Chicago, and there's no place like Chicago, and my wife knew that. And I can assure you that all the people that she's brought to Oak Lawn, Fall in the Green, from Boston or other places, have nothing but positive things to say about how warm and positive people are in Oak Lawn. And so I'm going to show you just one T-shirt, and the next shot, I neglected to show, so I'm going to have to stand up and read this T-shirt that my wife has on the left, but it says, "If defeated everywhere else, I will make my stand for liberty among the Scots and the Irish," George Washington. And that was one of her favorite shirts that she wore, and that's why she loved wearing a similar green shirt from Riley's Daughter. When Riley's Daughter returned, it was Deja Brew, and on the back it had Riley's Daughter, or like Kevin O'Kennedy, who came in today, Clancy's, and all the warm folks that patronize these wonderful restaurants, or Palermo's, all the local restaurants, Edie's, Oak Lawn Family Restaurant, all just wonderful people. So I'm going to conclude, and I'm just going to read from you. I haven't had a chance. I've been answering telephone calls and talking to friends even from grade school in Massachusetts or from Florida, and trying to keep up with it. But there's a couple quotes here I want to just share with everybody here, because I think it's important. Life is a journey of sweetness and sorrow, of yesterday's memories and hopes for tomorrow, of pathways we choose and detours we face with patience and humor, courage and grace, of joys that we shared and of people we met who have touched us in ways we will never forget. No time on earth is long enough to share with those we love or to prepare our hearts for a goodbye. And those memories will carry you on for life. And as an Oak Lawnian said to me as I went to my car to go home and change for tonight, she lives off of Oak, and she was on her bicycle, and she grabbed me and gave her condolences. But then she said that you will have your best friend with you. It may come in the form of a cardinal, a blue jay, or a monarch butterfly. And how well said. And my message to just everybody in thanks is, look at that blue sky, it's gorgeous. Listen to the birds, listen to the beautiful sounds as the wind goes through the leaves. You live in a great community. Enjoy it, embrace it, give back to it, and always press to do your best and love your family. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Larry. Thank you, very well said, that was beautiful.
God bless her soul.
Thank you. Okay, item 18, consent agenda. All items brought on the consent agenda are routine or have been brought forward at the direction of the Board of Trustees and will be enacted with one motion. If discussion is desired, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. Item 17A, ordinance 191656, an ordinance authorizing the sale of 11 surplus vehicles that have reached a useful lifespan. 17B is ordinance 191657, an ordinance authorizing the sale of surplus equipment that has reached a useful lifespan. C, ordinance 191658, an ordinance approving a plat of dedication for 10340 South Keeler Avenue. This is the Village of Oak Lawn. The petitioner. D is ordinance 191659, an ordinance repealing certain sections of the village code following reconstitution of village committees, boards, and commissions. E, ordinance 191660, an ordinance amending certain sections of Title II, Chapter 2, Title II, Chapter 21, entitled Oak Lawn Arts Commission. F is ordinance 191661, an ordinance amending certain sections of Title II, Chapter 6, entitled Board of Fire and Police Commissioners. G is ordinance 191662, an ordinance amending certain sections of Title II, Chapter 20, entitled Architectural Design and Review Commission. H, ordinance 191663, an ordinance amending certain sections of Title II, Chapter 22, entitled Local Liquor Advisory Board. I is ordinance 191664, an ordinance amending certain sections of Title II, Chapter 5, entitled Deferred Compensation Plan Commission. J, ordinance 191665, an ordinance amending certain sections of Title II, Chapter 2, entitled Appeals Board. K, ordinance 191666, an ordinance amending certain sections of Title II, Chapter 1, Planning and Development Commission. L, ordinance 191667, an ordinance amending certain sections of Title I, Chapter 7, Section 2, entitled Traffic Review Committee. M is Resolution 191658, a resolution reconstituting committee board appointments and approving the appointment of board members to the reconstituted committee/boards. N is Resolution 191659, resolution authorizing a professional services agreement with Christopher B. Burke Engineering Limited to perform certain engineering services pertaining to the 2020 alley reconstruction project. O is Resolution 191660, a resolution authorizing the execution of an amended easement agreement with Midlothian and Cicero LLC. P is Resolution 191661, resolution approving a subaward agreement between the Village of Oak Lawn and the County of Cook. May I have a motion, please, on 17?
Motion to approve.
Thank you. Trustee Porter made that
Second.
motion, seconded by Trustee Stalker. Any discussion here? Let's call a vote, please.
Trustee Mallow,
Yes.
trustee Stalker,
Yes.
trustee Oliniechek,
Yes.
trustee Warder.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Village Clerk's report. Jane?
Approval of semi-monthly disbursements, number 2019-16D, dated August 27th, 2019, in the amount of $1,760,949.83.
Thanks. Can I have a motion on 18A, please?
Motion approved.
Thank you. Trustee Mallow made that motion,
Second.
seconded by Trustee Warder. Thank you. Any discussion? Let's call the vote, please.
Trustee Mallow,
Yes.
trustee Stalker,
Yes.
trustee Oliniechek,
Yes.
trustee Warder.
Yes.
Motion passes 4-0. In B, approval of semi-monthly disbursements, number 2019-17D, dated September 10th, 2019, in the amount of $8,627,623.94.
Thank you. May I have a motion on 18B like boy, please?
Motion to pay the bills.
Trustee Warder made that motion, seconded by
Second.
Trustee Stalker. Thank you. Any discussion? Call the vote, please.
Trustee Mallow,
Yes.
trustee Stalker,
Yes.
trustee Oliniechek,
Yes.
trustee Warder.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. General Village.
Just one more quick thing. Last week, I had a gentleman come in, and he had kind of a long a census form with them, and the name of it was the American Community Survey. And there's so many false documents out there, anything you get in the mail now, you always have to be sure that it's the true thing. So I did some research and it was, but every year, 3.5 million people across the country receive this. And I do encourage you to participate because that is how this money comes back to the Village of Oak Lawn to help our hospitals, schools, emergency services, build bridges, inform businesses looking to add jobs. So if anybody has any questions on that, please give me a call, but it is legit. And next year, in 2020, you can expect between March and April to get your regular census form, and that's imperative you fill that out. Please, any questions on that, you can always contact the clerk's office. I know we're early on that, but I like to get it out there now, so thank you.
Thanks, Jane. Yeah, it's, you're not kidding, it's important for funding, and every vote counts, every voter makes a difference, so, very good.
Thank you.
Under my village report, I just want to thank everyone, the staff, the volunteers for Fall on the Green. What a well-organized event. It just keeps getting better, it just keeps getting better. I don't have enough good stuff to say, I mean, I could talk all day about it, but with all those people, everyone just showed up for a wonderful time. The kids had a great time, the teens had a great time, seniors had a great time, everyone else had a great time, and it was near or pretty darn close to record beer sales, I'm told. So that's going to help our local charities, which that event supports. We have no numbers yet, Brian, I'm sure, this soon. On Fall on the Green? Next meeting. We'll be in suspense. Very good. And, Larry, I just want to offer my sincere condolence again. What a beautiful tribute to a beautiful lady. So, thank you.
all.
That was not easy to do. And anyway, with that, I'd like a motion to adjourn, please. Thank you. Trustee Oliniechek made that motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Trustee Mallow. Any discussion? Call the vote, please.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.